Welcome back to Houston Life. NexGenEsis Healthcare provides the highest quality of care with the latest technology and techniques to help relieve your body from nerve and joint issues without surgery. And today I am joined by Dr. Nadim Jamil and Dr. Joseph Furman from NexGenEsis Healthcare to chat about regenerative medicine, specifically for knee pain, as well as Kent Foster, who is a patient of you guys with some pretty successful procedure results. All right, so let's just go ahead. Let's dive right in and talk about knee pain and NexGenEsis is alternative to surgery. Dr. Furman, what kind of symptoms do your patients usually have?
Yeah, typically, patients will come in with achy, sharp, stabbing pains in their knees. They may be dealing with some soreness, stiffness in the mornings, or throbbing at night. And this, unfortunately, these type of symptoms, they get worse over time typically. So, it's going to really keep them from doing the things that they like to do, enjoy doing, such as, going on family vacations, going to the beach, going to a baseball game, and can be very detrimental to their quality of life.
So it's basically key to get it treated before it gets worse, because once it gets worse, it's almost too late.
Yeah, absolutely. The sooner the better. So, once it gets to a certain point, there's really not much that can be done. So the earlier the better of getting it examined and checked out before it gets to that point.
All right. So Dr. Jamil, what kind of issues can benefit from your treatments?
So most of the patients we see with the knee problem have osteoarthritis, degenerative cartilage, commonly called wear and tear. So when they come, they typically present it with pain, swelling, morning stiffness, gait problem, and that leads to instability and falls. And these symptoms can be chronic, detrimental for their lifestyle, and increase the risk for their falls and their health.
Dr. Jamil, do you see a lot of people who have been told they are bone on bone?
We see quite a bit of that. A patient had tried steroid, they had tried gels, they have tried alternative medication, they had tried physical therapy, they have tried medications. They were told surgery is the only option. They have bone on bone. We can provide alternative to the surgery, and most of the patients that go through the procedure tells us later that they don't need surgery, they don't want surgery, and they feel much better, and we are very excited about it.
It's really about using your own body to help it heal itself, right?
That's correct. We like to recruit the body natural cell, and that cells do the healing process, and it's more natural, more close to their tissue. Improvement is significant without any harmful medication, which most patients had tried for a long period of time.
Okay, I want to ask your patient, Kent Foster, you got a big old smile on your face, because that definitely means you are no longer in any kind of pain. What kind of pain did you come in with?
I was having some very serious knee pains. It got to a point where it was difficult to walk, fun to watch. But I was actually told about their place and tried it out, and have been extremely impressive.
I know a lot of people have knee issues. I find them very, very common now, and some people just tend to look the other way. But once it becomes chronic pain, you're dealing with it every day. I'm sure, Kent, you can agree with this. You need to get it taken care of.
It was a daily thing, and now, I'm back to all my normal routine.
How long was your process to recover?
Oh, I saw immediate results, but I think now I'm probably working on week number 8, and I'm
feeling good.
Yeah, back to it.
About to do some cartwheels, huh?
Yeah, well, not here.
That's for another show, that's for sure. Well, anything you can tell incoming patients who are kind of on the fence about this procedure, Dr. Jamil?
The thing I want to tell them is that it is safe. It recruits their own body tissue for body healing mechanism, and then try to heal the process and disease process. It's safe, it's natural, and it works.
Well, guys, thank you again so much. And right now, NexGenEsis is offering a special. If you are in the first 100 callers and mention Houston Life, you get a complimentary phone consultation with a provider to see if you're a good candidate to come in for an exam. Call 832-570-4529 or log on to nexgenesishealthcare.com. And Houston Life will be right back.